A Parable of Judas and the Finished Work. After his suicide was accomplished, Judas lifted up his eyes in the black flame of darkness. He remembered his betrayal and his defection, his silver throne, the eyes of his master as he kissed him in the garden. Tormented by his thoughts, he wept, and gnashing his teeth and tongue, he opened his eyes to see, far off beyond a great gulf, a speck of light, which was paradise. He saw Abraham and Isaac holding hands and dancing, Jacob and Rachel sitting and watching children play. And at that moment appeared a thief, unrepentant and standing in the midst of the patriarchs. With rejoicing, they all stood and began to dance. He heard faint music, and he closed his eyes. His thoughts turned in his pain to the words of his master as he spoke to the 12 and to the thousands. Parables of lost things, and sorrow filled him. The lost sheep wandering off and leaving his flock. The goodness of the shepherd leaving the 99, going after the one, returning with it laid upon his shoulders and rejoicing. The woman's lost coin as she searched diligently for it, sweeping frantically and finally finding it, and rejoicing and throwing a party for her friends because what had been lost was found and had never lost its value. The lost son and his good father, the boy wasting his inheritance and feeding pigs and longing to return home. Lost son, son of perdition. I have lost none but the son of perdition, he remembered, that the scriptures may be fulfilled. And then the skies above both heaven and hell were split as light poured in. The life that dwarfed even that of paradise, a shout of triumph rained down to him, and in paradise a man appeared. A lamb, as it had been slain, stood with a thief who was jumping and shouting for joy. The black flame turned to red and yellow, and the great gulf between paradise was filled with blood like water. And across the gulf came the Lamb, walking on water like blood. As he approached, the darkness receded, and he saw that the Father and the Spirit were standing behind him. He turned and seen them, and was touched on his shoulder from behind. He turned to see his master, who came close and kissed him on the cheek. Judas wept. The voice so loud that the worlds of both paradise and hell shook. He held up the keys. One said, grave, and one said death, and one said hell. He spoke and said, I am here to announce to all mankind, from Adam to Noah till now. Judas, I have even died your death. And behold, I am alive. Come, captivity. Follow me. We're going home.